My name is Brittany Miller. I am a marketing and sales professional. I work alongside entrepreneurs, I call them visionaries, and I help them manifest their vision using technical marketing and sales processes. My biggest thing was to make sure that these small Black and Brown owned businesses were using basic technology. Content is king, data is currency, and that's all I want to talk about. So I actually grew up in Southeast San Diego. I moved to the area from North Park when I was going to fourth grade. So definitely in elementary school, I was more of a writer and a reader. I went to Morris High. One of my favorite memories from Morris High was actually my French class. It was taught by a Black woman who was actually able to help us see a different side of France and the culture and the language, and just understand that there's this whole Black history that was tied to France. The whole process of going to college was very eye-opening for me, and it was one of my first steps into adulthood. Originally, I thought I was going to be in fashion, and so I wanted to go to FITM in LA, and that got shut down. I was actually told to go to San Diego State and get my major in business. Coming from Southeast San Diego, a part of San Diego that is extremely culturally diverse, and then coming to San Diego State where it was a lot more homogenous. It was a culture shock. It required a little bit of growth on my part, a little bit of understanding, so just by joining a sorority, by frequenting the Black Resource Center at the time, it allowed me to, have these different experiences that helped make San Diego State home for me. I actually graduated with my bachelor's in Africana Studies, which was something much more true to me because, again, when I was little, I liked to read and I liked to write. So getting a degree in history, it was just, it was a sweet spot for me. Just the fact that I got my degree in history, and especially in Black history, it gave me a different perspective on all cultures. It gave me an understanding that I need to be able to navigate and maneuver with different types of people. My experience with technology was the register at the retail store or my phone. So I think I had a pretty consumer-based experience, like as a customer with technology. So in my mind, I thought technology was just huge and only smart people could be in tech. So now when I look at technology, I see resources. And that's what I'm asking myself. What resources do I need to make this work? And then based on those resources, where can I find those resources? And then just being able to pull all of those things together, it really helped me see that technology is actually extremely creative. And that's when I was able to have that aha moment and tap into it because I'm creative. The biggest obstacle I had to overcome was being okay with me. I think as I got older, I was able to tell myself that my experience is important to the world. I'm okay with being a mom in business, and I'm okay about talking about what that is like being a mom. Maybe in the middle of the day, it's time for a play date, and that's okay. The fact that you'll put in the effort and the fact that you'll be someone who's not going to let anything stop them says a lot about you as well. And sometimes that's what's needed on the team. Someone who's not going to let anything stop them. So tap into the best parts of you and take that with you when you go into STEM because that's what they're going to need. Creativity, innovation, disruption. There's sometimes people in the room that have nothing to do with technology, but they're just these really creative thinkers that push technology forward. So whoever you are is important and is needed. Authenticity is important because it's going to put you where you actually need to be. What's best for you is that you always stay tapped into who you are, tapped into what those desires are, and that you're always communicating and talking about those desires so that you can actually start to see the alignment that you have. And just not being afraid to stand in who you are. It is imperative that there is more diversity in technology so that technology can continue to reflect and represent the diversity of the people. Technology should be everywhere. There should not be a digital divide. Technology is where a lot of wealth is happening. So we need that diversity. We need Black and brown people in technology with their fingers on the keyboard or owning these businesses so that it can be a clear representation, reflection, and there's equity from these communities in this industry.